I'm extremely thankful to all of my teammates and all the people that have helped me firstly make it into the Australian team and then to help me have the success I've had. You know, again, I've always said cricket owes me nothing, I owe it everything, and I still believe that.
Over 17,000 international runs, 36 centuries, an average of close to 50 in both tests and ODIs, and countless accolades to go with it. It's safe to say Michael Clarke had a glittering career at the highest level. 2015 has been a landmark year for the 34-year-old. His ODI swan song couldn't have been better as he guided Australia to their 5th ICC Cricket World Cup triumph.
Champions of 2015, ladies and gentlemen, the Australians.
On the contrary, his test form wasn't the best, and he announced his retirement from international cricket during the Ashes series a few months ago.
Hi, I'm Michael Clarke, and welcome to the Michael Clarke Cricket Academy.
While the norm for most players would be to put their feet up and unwind after calling time on their careers, for Michael, it's been quite the opposite. He's already hit the ground running in his new innings, setting up his very own cricket academy at Scots College, located in Sydney's eastern suburbs.
My mindset in regards to setting up an academy started from a very young age. I was very lucky with my mum and dad, who owned an indoor sports centre when I was 7 years of age up until I was 17. So I had a facility there, rain, hail or shine, that I could train and work on my game. And I guess my goal was to try and give the same opportunity back to as many boys as girls around the world as I possibly could. And I'm very fortunate to have facilities like this here at Scots College that kids can come and improve their game.
Yes, mate.
As you get older, do you get more used to faster bowlers that are your age?
Yeah, I think you do. I think over time you can, the more you face balls at that speed, your body just gets used to...
It's instinct.
Yeah, but sometimes there's the other side. Then when you face a slower bowler, they become harder if they swing the ball or move the ball a little bit because you're used to a certain pace. That's why I think practicing all different speeds is really important.
Hands-on, passionate and very dedicated. Much like the player he was, Clarke brings that same energy and commitment when it comes to honing the skills of Australia's Generation Next. The academy runs a series of week-long camps through the season, and in Michael's own words, it's a finishing school for budding cricketers. And whether it's morning, noon or night, both he and his team work the youngsters hard.
Well, the academy is based around a number of different areas. Fitness is a big part of it, there's no doubt about that, and they'll go through a fitness routine every morning. That'll consist of strength and conditioning. They also are heavily involved in learning about rehab and what it takes to get your body into a position where you feel as fresh as you possibly can for the next day's performance. Nutrition is a big part of that, and then you have the skills, the batting, the bowling, the fielding, which takes up a lot of the middle of the day part of the academy, and then at night we have a lot of talks or events where kids have the opportunity to learn about outside the game. They'll sit and do some media training as an example. So it is very structured, like I say, with fitness, skills, and then other lectures at night.
What do you love most about cricket?
I think obviously I'm not playing anymore, but what I'll miss the most is actually spending time with my teammates. I think you go through so many highs and lows as an individual player. Your teammates are there for you through that period.
At any given camp, over 50 youngsters get to learn from Michael and his team of coaches. The staff at the academy have all been handpicked by Michael himself. Either they've played domestic cricket with him or been involved in his own development as a player. And the combination is certainly doing wonders.
The amount of emails we get after a camp from parents and kids that say spending time with Michael was probably the most they got out of the camp. I think the coaching's great, but it's actually that time spent with Michael that the kids value the most, and because he gives so much of it, I think they really appreciate that.
As for the young guns themselves, there have been some amazing stories. Aidan Fenton is from Hobart in Tasmania. The teenager lost his eye in an accident a few years ago and was told he may never play cricket again. Today he is defying the odds in order to live his dream and even raised his own funds to attend the training camp.
Yeah, it's been a long journey. I lost my eye in an air rifle accident 2 days after Christmas 2012. It was a hard time. Probably it was a bit harder for my family and friends. I sort of took it pretty well. So I just tried to keep positive about everything, and I was determined to work hard and get back onto the field. Pretty much I set up a GoFundMe. A lot of funds raised on there, I think about 1,500, and then also we had an auction one night at the Hobart Workers Club where we auctioned off some Ben Dunk shirts from the Big Bash, and that sort of got us over the line as well.
Don't just get short every ball, actually work on, okay, front foot, back foot defence, cut shot, okay, pull shot.
Yeah. He's been a bit broad, but he gives us one-on-one chats as well, which really helps our game. Like previously, I asked him about the pull shot, how I can play that better, and he gave me about a 5-minute one-on-one chat, which is really helpful with that.
While his latest foray into coaching keeps him fairly occupied, Michael still takes a keen interest in the fortunes of the national team. The last Ashes series saw a total of 5 players retiring, but that said, the former skipper has nothing but confidence in the new brigade.
I do believe this talented bunch of players can still keep Australia moving in the right direction. I think they've shown through stages of their career already, the guys that have been part of the Australian team, that they've got the talent. And the guys that haven't had the opportunity yet, I'm confident they do have the talent. It's now just going to take a bit of time to turn that talent into consistent performance. But, you know, I believe we're in a really good place as an Australian cricket fan. I think the game's in a really good place. I think our domestic competition always holds us in good stead. I think now we're going to see some new players come onto the scene, and that's always exciting for a lover of the game.
In a playing career spanning well over a decade, Michael Clarke always wore his heart on his sleeve. His leadership qualities impressed many, and now as he finds himself on the other side of the boundary, those skills are being put to good use. And as far as these youngsters go, they couldn't have asked for a better teacher. And now it will be up to them to make the most of it.